So we want to devote this year to Rabbi Eliyahu ben Chaim. Okay, Siman Reish Mem Gimel. It's also today is my mother's Chomas Matzeh. Din amaskir sadeh umerchatz leno Yehudi uvo bet seifim. So the first halacha. Lo yaskir adam merchatz shelo leno Yehudi. A person should not rent his merchatz. Those days used to be like a bath. Because why? Because the custom was what really is no issue, the Mishna Berurah says. There's no problem of Schar Shabbat. And there's no problem of Amira because the Gentile does for himself. But there's a problem of Marisain. It looks like that he sent the Gentile to work for him. And that's why it's a problem. And that's why anything that's also Mishum Marisain, yeah, it's only also says the Mishum only in the Tchum of Yishuv where Jews live. But let's say if it's a place that no Jews live there, it's also no problem of Marisain. It's a Chiddush what the Mishna Berurah says. Similarly, in a case like that, you can rent the merchatz. Why? What's the problem? You cannot rent the merchatz to a Gentile. So everybody knows the merchatz, or the Jew bought it, and he already knows it, or he actually built it. So, but no, it's in his name. Since it's in his name, that's it's forbidden.
Bathhouse.
A bathhouse. And the Gentile does a job for the Jew in that time. The stam merchatz lav larisut, because generally when you used to take a merchatz, a bathhouse, yeah, was not for arisus. Pirush arisu aved lechalek chelek ma shishbach lebalav means they used to do ovid, means they used to do that. You know, the Gentile used to work, and then from the prophet they used to do half, or a third, or whatever it is. So then the Gentile works for himself. That was the reason that it's allowed. But a bath, generally, they don't do that way. ואמר שכל הרווח של ישראל, ושכר את העין היהודי בכך ליום, ונמצא עין היהודי עושה מלאכה בשליחותו של ישראל. So it comes out that a bathhouse, since the general way is what they used to rent, they used to what? To rent it for the day. So it means the Jew works for the Gentile for that day. And that's why it's a problem. We didn't want to do that. Aval sodeh mutar, but a field, it's different. That's not the way. It wasn't the way to what to rent it. And what was the way? Shekender lekabel sadeh b'arisut. The way was what to get the field with arisut means they said used to divide part of the profit. You know, so the Gentile used to work for himself. Even though we know that belongs to a Jewish person. So it comes that that's the way they used to do it. So really, it says the Mishna Berurah, it really all depends what is the custom that they used to do. If they used to do it for schirus, renting, arisut, or kablanus. So kablanus is really, it's awesome. And we explain what is kablanus, that all the profit goes to the Jewish person. And what? So like the Gentile works for the Jewish person, and he pays them whatever it is. That's for sure it's forbidden. Because it looks like he's working for the Jew. The other way is what? Is we said that it's arisus, and that's lechatchila. The arisus means what? That the Gentile does the work for himself, and the profit they divide it. So that's because he works for himself. So the Jew is now responsible for a Gentile, whatever he does for himself. But again, it says them sure it's all what's the custom in that town, in the area, in the land, whatever it is. That's not the custom, you know. Generally, the custom is for what? For a bathhouse was what? It was like kablanus, like he works for the day, that's forbidden. But by a sadeh, the custom was what? By arisus, and that's why it's allowed. Tanur, an oven, those days, they used to run, you know, like a bakery. Still today, I know some people go to bakery, it's called Mafiat Vizhni, and they bring the challah, they put it in. They want to say a very good bakery. So it's dinner kemechat. That's a mechat because you rent it for the day. Rechai, you know, the grounding, that's what they used to do. Dinner kesodeh. Hagoy says the RAMA, you know, you did what? For arisus. ויש לישראל הנוי במה שני דואבת בשבס, still it's showing, even though but the Gentile works for the Jew, why should be allowed? You working for me? The answer is what? The Ein Yehudi, that's the Yesod that makes it allowed. The Yehudi adapted the Nafsh Oivet. The Gentile works what? On his own das. Now we have three issues that I would like to clarify. In this study, we don't have a field, we don't rent a bath, we don't rent grounding, we don't, who grounds over here? We don't buy all that. So let's make it practical to ourselves, yeah? Part of the problem, let's say if I have a house, I have an apartment, or let's say a car, and I want to rent it to a Gentile, if it's somebody that's not Shomer Shabbos, and I know for sure that he's going to drive in Shabbos, or he's going to do in the house things that it's forbidden to do in Shabbos, I'm allowed to rent it or not. So let's talk about apartments. It depends. If you can rent for someone else, so then why you should lose the money? It's called, I'm not Messiah Bado Rabbi. You can do it anyhow. Yeah? It's not Lifnei evil. Maybe a little bit Messiah. So over there, the Poskim says you could be making. But in a place that you cannot rent from anybody else, so the Rabbi is a machlek is a Poskim, but also over here we're leaning to be more maker. Buy a car, let's say I have a taxi, and I rent it to a Gentile. So since the custom by taxi, everybody knows, when you rent it, it's yours, it's like yours, you rent it for a month, it's all, you work, you make money, you don't work, you don't make money, it's all for yourself, for the guy that rents the car. So it's clear, so some person says, no problem, even in my sign. Let's see, if you have, let's say, the driving license, it says the taxi driver, it says his name, and I see an Arab driving it, or Gentile, whatever it is, there's no problem. But it says in the posting, it's mechwar, it's something disgrace, that the name of a Jew should be in something that works for Shabbos. So it's better you take it off, don't put the Jewish name, so people don't think that this is, is working for the Jew, even though they know, and it's clear, that the Gentile works only for himself, and because that's the custom, we still say, it's called mechwar. It's mechwar, that's why it's better to take it off. What about the tax? Menayot. Menayot is, sharing, menayot, what do you do?
Sharing the same car?
No, not a car. We talk about sharing. Like I have a share.
Social
Partnership, yeah. And I make a deal that it should be closed one day a week. And I said the day should be week at Shabbos. The Gentile decided on his own to open it in Shabbos, says it's more client than Shabbos, and I'll close it Sunday. So then that's with his own dat. I made an agreement. He did his own dat. Of course, it's better you tell him not so, but it's not my problem, because it's like schirus again. I think he works himself. The whole profit he makes for himself. So it's his own business. For sure, it's not good that the name of the Jewish person should be always the same thing. The last part that I want to talk about, is, as we said, when you have it outside the tchum, well, let's say it's outside, no Jews see that. So then what he says, some people say, even though it's outside of the boundary, since everybody knows that this belongs to a Jew, you also have to watch. Only if it's, let's say, they don't know your name, let's say you just bought it from someone else, and nobody knows, like the stocks, nobody knows who's the owner, who's what. So then the chor should be mutter. That's then the chor should be mutter. Okay, I want to wish everyone a good day. Also today, as I said, we should be also in my mother, Maza Malkamoli Batzara. Should be Nishmat today's Akamas Matzeva. Should be a schus for her. Amen.